Okay, so we will get started in 1 minute. So today's session is basically Agile in Canada meet and greet. We'll get a chance to meet all the Agile professionals in Canada, a good place for you to start your networking. And before we get started, just a quick introduction. This meet and greet is a part of a Canada IT Club sessions. We have weekly sessions where we try to invite experts from different area and we conduct sessions, interviews in this podcast. And today's session is purely for a meet and greet so that we can start building our professional network here in Canada. So a lot of people are wondering like how to start building professional network in Canada. So one of the most common things which is being used is like going to the meetups. But what I figured is that it is easy to do the meetups virtually because it saves us a lot of time for traveling, and that is one of the reasons why we started these meetups a few years back. To be frank, we started this in 2019, and we have been successfully running hundreds of meetups over a period of past four and a half years. So today's session is purely from the agile perspective. Whoever is working in Canada as agile professional, you can come to the speaker panel, just introduce yourself, just talk about yourself, and just give a interesting fact about you so that people will remember everyone. So yes, you are right. Everyone right now is in the speaker. Sorry, the audience panel. You just have to raise your hand, come to the speaker panel, and you can get started. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Sudhir. I write a lot of blogs about Canada, taxes, real estate, job search, tips, everything. And I am currently working as a agile consultant in Health Canada. So I have around 18 years of experience and kind of technical project management, everything. I have had my hands in everything. So that's all about me. In case you have any questions or anything about me, you can actually bus personal message me. And interesting fact about me, I was a adventure guy, so I still now go for dirt bike, ATVs, and snowmobile riding every year. A big biker, was a big biker. Right now reduced it, but still, just to keep up the passion, go for dirt bike rides a lot. So similar to this, you can anybody can come to the speaker panel, just introduce yourself, and we can get started. So we have first person, Elena. Hey, Elena.
Hi, Sudhir. Thank you for hosting this session, first of all. And yes, I am Alina. I am currently studying business analytics in Seneca. I've worked as a project coordinator and associate project manager for more than 2 years. And I'm interested in Agile and Scrum and wanted to grow in this field and network in Canada. Fun fact about me is I have experienced a 8 magnitude earthquake back in 2015, which is quite an experience, and I survived it, and I still am grateful every day to get an opportunity to live. So just to be happy and live life. Thank you.
Thank you. That is one of the odd or one of
It
the great
is.
experience you have shared.
It was like a quite a impactful event that I experienced at that time. So I just wanted to share.
I
It could
understand. I
be
understand.
unique as well.
Absolutely, it's
Thank
unique.
you.
It's the first time I'm hearing about it. Thank you,
Thank you,
Elena.
everyone.
Let's move on to Devika. Devika, you are on mute if you're speaking. Okay, let's move on to Ashish. Hey, Ashish.
Hey Sudhir, how are you?
How are you?
Good, 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 good. Firstly, I would like to thank Sudhir for everything, all the efforts he had made to this group, and on a personal note as well, I would like to thank him. And for about me, I'm an institutional investment consultant. I've been working with Mercer from last 9.5 years, and I'm like right now. Sudhir knows that I'm switching into a business analyst role into capital markets specifically. And fun fact about me, I'm a aviation enthusiast, and I've a few couple of flying simulators, and I'm yet to take my first flight. That's it.
Awesome, awesome. We'll see Ashish as a pilot soon.
Definitely. Right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ashish. Let's move on to Sobin.
Hey, hello everyone. Good evening. Thanks Sudhir for hosting this great meet and greet, and I'm happy to be a part of this group. I have almost 17 plus years of experience, primarily as a quality assurance, quality professional in India as well as here in Canada. I was working with Accenture Consulting, and I'm looking for another opportunities. Mostly looking for a product-based company from the service to more product-oriented. With my experience, I have worked across various enterprise applications and in testing all, I would say all kind of testing I have done. Not specialized in, but looking more focused on automation right now, which is in great demand. So with some experience with Java, Selenium, and Tosca kind of tools I've already worked in. Uh, I've been leading teams for past couple of years. I'm looking more into project management kind of role, and I'm actively looking for those kind of roles. So transitioning to a new role would be challenge because you have to be in a company to take that role first and get experience and then look for another opportunity. So that would be a challenge. Uh, Fun fact from my side is that it's a very unique fun fact I had from childhood, and I still have it right now. Just don't get much enough of a time. I don't know how many people have heard about best out of waste. I have a creative mindset of creating. I'm interested in uh, making things from the waste. Like I've created aircraft models and warships using all kind of pencils as guns. You can see pen toppens as guns, painted that. I That's a great passion I had. And apart from that, play guitar and I love to sing. So these are some of the hobbies I keep entertaining myself when I need a break. That's it all from my Sudhir.
Awesome. That's great. That's great to hear, Sobin. So since we started this back in 2019, right? Initially, it was just a professional introduction, but when people started talking about the fun fact, that is when others started remembering these people. Okay, oh yeah, he spoke about that particular thing, right? He's a cricket player, or he's a soccer player. He's a creative person. So like that, when we started sharing about these things, that is when people started recollecting or remembering the others who shared a kind of a great fun fact when they during the introduction. So that is when I started introducing these things, and this will actually help us remember very quickly about the others. So that's great, Sobin. Great to know that you are very creative. Awesome.
Right.
Just people who are in the audience, right? So see, in Canada, I'll tell you why this meet and greet is very important. In Canada, your uh, job or your career depends upon your network, right? It is very imperative to have a strong professional network uh, in Canada when you are trying to build a career. It is not much required in various other parts of the world, but in Canada, this is something which I have learned once I landed in Canada, and that is when I started building the network. All these things started back in 2019, and it was very initially it was very tough to just go and meet someone, just introduce ourselves. We have nothing else to talk, right? So that is when we thought, okay, let us have a kind of meetup kind of thing, so that people can come in and they can just talk about themselves and others can get connected. So if you are in Canada and if you are speaking out, if you are introducing in a meeting, the chances of your professional network getting increased drastically increases by 80 to 100 percentage. It means that if you are just in the speaker panel, may some people may or may not get connected, but the moment you started giving introductions, that is when your professional network, your connections will increase. And remember one thing, these connections are for long term. After 5 years, right, whoever is right now in the lead may get into the manager position. So within 5 years you have 10 managers in your connections list. That is what the goal should be. It is not just like, okay, I connect with this guy, that's it. After 5 years, where what this guy is going to be, and we are getting connected. After 5 years, Sobin is going to work as a manager in one of the banks. I have a connection, or I have a bridge which is open with Sobin. So that is where you have to think. That is one of the reasons why we are encouraging these kinds of meetups, so that everybody can come in, they can share their professional journey, or they can share about themselves, and start building your professional network. This is much more easier than going to a face-to-face meetup and getting connected. So whoever wants to speak out, introduce yourself, please come to the speaker panel. Feel free to introduce, let others connect with you, or you can connect with others and start building out the professional network. So being said, let's move on to Devika. Hey Devika.
Hey, thank you, Sudhir. Sorry, I was not able to unmute earlier.
No worries. Yeah.
And again, thank you, for hosting this event and giving us a platform to connect with our fellow, agile enthusiasts and people in this space. So, just a brief introduction about me. My name is Devika, and I have about 11 years of experience, and out of which 5 years I have played as a Scrum Master. Um, I recently joined the Home Depot and started working as a Scrum Master there after my maternity break. So I am, I would really emphasize, about this meet and greet and networking here in Canada, through which I have got this opportunity. So I really believe in this, meet and greet with people and having your vast network, and you never know where you get the help from. So thank you, Sudhir, for always emphasizing on that. A cool fun fact about me is I like coffee and trying different types of coffees, and also making giving a hang of it sometime at home. And I love dancing, so I try to involve myself in different dance forms. Recently I joined ballet dancing, and I'm kind of learning that over the weekend. So that's a fun fact about me.
Awesome Devika, that's great to know.
Thank you.
Thank you for introducing. And let's move on to next person, Ketul.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sudhir. So, first of all, thank you for, creating the platform. I mean, this is my second event I am just attending. So, earlier, I have just landed in Canada, since past 2 months. So, currently, I have been in the Calgary, so that is the Alberta state. Uh, in the first meetup itself, I have connected with a couple of peoples through the live event, so that was the great experience. Now talking about the my experience, I have been working in the backend. I have been working as a backend developer. I started my career in the late 2010 in November. So that was the same time, like currently I am suffering right now, because that was the recession period. So I had found difficulties in finding the job. So in 2010, whatever technology just I was offered, I started working in it. So in the earlier days, I started working in the .NET technology, but gradually I got some chance in the 2014 to work in Java. So I shifted my career. So since 2014, I am in Java. Talking about my experience, in the lockdown we had furlough. So basically furlough is a term. I was working in the one of the MNC companies, uh, for which the headquarter was in USA. So they introduced a furlough. So basically a furlough is like you have been put on the bench, so no work, no money. So that was the rule. So that, I mean, that thing realized me like I should try in the market myself. I mean, what is the valuation of my experience, what I have achieved till right now. So after that, in 2021, I just started I mean, giving up the interviews. And past 3 years I learned a lot, because I was in the safer zone, like in that MNC company I spent like 6+ years. But I tried myself, like how is the market going on, and I just learned many things. And after I did, I mean, I got a chance to move in the Canada. So currently I'm in Canada and looking for a work opportunities. So that
Thank,
was it from mine. Yep,
thank you,
thank you.
Kedul. What about your fun fact?
Actually, I do love a lot of swimming. So, I mean, in India, I used to do a daily routine, because in morning, whether it was a winter or summer or rainy season, I used to put myself in the early 5 o'clock in the swimming pool. So, I love to do swimming. And talking about the games, I mean, I have reached at the state level. So, in the Kho. So I am a state player in Coco. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That is great. Great to know about that. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
We have Sajid here. Before I go to next person, Mohammed. Sajid, welcome.
Hi, so there.
Hey.
The friendly tip to everybody in this room who is coming to introduce. I just wanted to stay in the audience, but then I thought I'll give that tip away before, so that rest of the people who are coming to introduce, right? Just imagine that there are roughly 65 or 66 hiring managers who are listening, right? And when this, what Sudhir asked is about, that question is, tell me about yourself. The one and the first and the most important question that you'll get in an interview is, tell me about yourself. It's a very simple question, right? You have to tell about yourself. This week, I jokingly put an article about how you need to start telling about yourself, right? What do you need to talk about in that 1 minute, less than 1 minute, but let's say 1 minute, 60 seconds, what you have. What are the key points that you want to highlight so that other people are interested? Now, Sudhir always says that fun fact is something that you'll remember, but your professional history as a hiring manager, right? Imagine that you're coming on stage and you're attending an interview. The question is, tell me about yourself with a fun fact. So, in that, keep that in mind when you are introducing yourself. This is just a session where to nobody's judging you, but this is just to help yourself become better. Just my thoughts. Thank you very much, Sudhir.
Thank you, Sajid. Let's move on to and Sajid. Oh, sorry. Let me introduce Sajid. Whoever doesn't know Sajid, so he is he's my one of my partner in crime. We both run something called as Get Hired in Canada. We try to share the jobs which is getting posted in LinkedIn. So whichever the consulting firms or the recruiters are posting jobs, we try to share it in Canada. If you are in Canada and you are looking job for IT and you are authorized to work in Canada, you can apply for those jobs. You can follow the LinkedIn page called Get Hired in Canada. We also run a WhatsApp group. It's not one WhatsApp group. Right now, it has grown to 4 WhatsApp groups, each containing 1,000 members. So we try to share these jobs in these WhatsApp group, whatever it's coming our way. We are not the hiring manager. We may not be the recruiters, but whatever is coming our way, we try to share it in those WhatsApp group, and we try to share the tips and tricks of job search in Canada. So thank you, Sajid. Let's move on to Mohammed. Mohammed, you there? Okay, let's move on to Saloni. And before Saloni start, I we have a limit of 12 speakers at a time. So whoever has spoken, I might move them to the audience. Please do not take it personally, because then only I will be able to promote the people who have raised the hand. Okay, Saloni, you want to introduce? Hey, Saloni.
Yeah. Hi, Sudhi. Hi, everyone. My name is Saloni, and I have a total of 9 years of experience, out of which initially I worked as a developer and an automation tester. And then I moved into the role of a Scrum Master. And currently, I'm working as a senior Scrum Master at Infosys. So, I came to Canada 1 year back in March 2023, and I've completed 1 year here. And I'm looking for more opportunities in terms of getting a new job here. So, an interesting fact about me is that I always end up doing things that I don't like, and after that, I start liking them a lot. So, an example for this is I used to hate cooking a lot, but now I have ended up trying a new recipe every day. And the another thing I would say is my role. So earlier when I was a Java developer, I thought uh, being into the role of a Scrum Master, I won't like that. But now when I see establishing Scrum, what values it brings, and once you just not for the pen and paper thing, you actually implement Scrum the way it helps the organization, it does wonders. So that is what I like a lot about my job and helping people. So thanks, Sudhir, for setting up this platform for us to collaborate.
That's a great intro, Saloni. Thank you. So I hope you are still loving cooking. Okay.
I'll cook after this session.
Okay. And those who are listening, so I did a recent survey in LinkedIn itself. So when I checked how people got the last job in Canada, so 45% of the folks voted for LinkedIn. 20 percentage, 20 odd percentage people did for referral. So it means that around 70 percentage, 66 means two out of three people got job via LinkedIn and referral. So this might give you an idea of how important it is for you to build a wonderful LinkedIn profile, plus how you have to maintain a build professional how to maintain a professional network in Canada. These two things are really really important when you are trying to build your career in Canada. Okay, thank you. Let's move on to Shahid. Shahid, you there?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Shahid. I'm basically from in Kerala in India. So I came to Canada a few months back. So I have 15 years of experience in DevOps and SRE. So I started my career in a startup company, a small company, and I learned DevOps practices on my own and implemented those practices in the company. I'm mainly into uh, AWS, Terraform, those kind of tool, using those kind of tool and use orchestrating the cloud environment. And currently I'm looking. I came to, as I said, I came to Canada a few months back, and I'm looking for career opportunities here. And my fun factor is I like cooking a lot.
Another cook. Wow. That's
Yeah.
good, man. I never enter the kitchen. So no way I'm related to cooking. Thank you, Shahid. Thank you. Let's move on to Sumit.
Hi, Sudhir. I hope I'm
And
audible.
yes, sir,
Okay,
you
thank you.
are.
Uh, First of all, thanks, Sudhir, for hosting this and giving us an opportunity to connect. And hi, everyone. My name is Sumit. I have close to 14 years of experience in the IT, out of which around six plus years in Agile. And I'm currently working as a Scrum Master. And my USP as a Scrum Master is in building high performing Agile team for the client. And an interesting fact about me is I love adventurous sports. So I tried quite a few of them. For example, skydiving, bungee jumping, scuba diving. And apart from this, I love playing drums. Thank you.
Awesome, Sumit. Thank you. Thank you. Let's move on to Shivam.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time, and those of me who are enjoying their food as well get to experiment the skills that a lot of cooks in this forum have. I am a Scrum Master and as well as a project manager. I've been in Canada for about three and a half years, and I love this country a lot. Fun facts about me would be I was put into this situation work wise where I was working with a team that did not know about Agile and Agile adoption, which honestly isn't that uncommon or unknown fact. So in order to just keep moving with the pace and also to bring the people up to the speed, I invented something called Eat. which stands for Express Agile Training, in which I would just give a training in like 5 or 10 minutes and then get my thing done. And it really caught on and really became popular and successful. Besides that, another fun fact, when I was in 12th standard, because most of the people that I see here seem to be coming from the same country I'm from, I actually hacked into the biggest telco and I could make the internet free. So, being the tech savvy teenager that I was, I started selling that and enjoyed that for about 2.5 years until ultimately they decided to cut that trick off. But yeah, happy to connect with anybody here who would like to know about Eat or about that telco or want to just be in the professional network. Thank you, Sudhir, for this opportunity.
Thank you, Shum. Thank you. So I think we'll have a session for the agile folks, right? We have an agile circle here. I'm trying to build a huge agile circle here in Canada. I think you can talk about that in our one of our agile closed meetups.
I'd be happy to and share some of the pointers and some tricks as well, because along the way, getting the normal devs and QAs, like getting all of those guys onboarded is easy. But how do you really get the stakeholders like VPs and above level onboarded, considering they don't have much time and the mindset really worked for them for years and years. That is really challenging, and I do have some tips about that. So happy to connect with anyone to share those.
Absolutely.
Shivam,
Just
I have a question for you though. One agile tip or trick in that people can use in job search, because all agile people, I'm not an agile person, but I've tried. I know that Sudhir has tried agile methodologies in job search. I know a couple of people whom I've spoken to. That's a very interesting topic for me, how to use agile methodology in a job search, right, Shivam? Any tips or tricks that you can suggest, and people who are coming on stage to introduce themselves also, if you have used agile methodology in your job search, please share it for the large audience. Thank you.
I can actually give one very quick tip very quickly. So Agile embraces changes, and I would say if you have two or three versions of your resume, like one very tailored to Agile, one somewhere hybrid, and one very waterfall. If you are like a project manager, and then when you are applying, use the resume that fits the job the best. If you approach it in this way, definitely your chances of selection will go up, because the person who is reading the application, he really wants to see whether you are using their language. That's the crux of it. But yeah, happy to connect Sajit on that one. Thank you.
thank you, Shum. So again, I'll give a agile tip. So this is something which I've been following for years. So basically, a lot of people, what they do is they keep on applying for the jobs, don't get it, or they fail the interviews. Then they try get frustrated. Then they apply for the new job. Does the same thing. So do not expect anything new when you are trying the same old method. So what I do is retro. So whenever something goes wrong, I learn a lesson from it, fix it before I apply for the second thing. This has been happening for years, and every time I goes and fix it. Sometimes I fail interviews, then I understand, okay, what did I do wrong. Then I do evaluation of myself, I fix it. A lot of people are hesitant to fix it. They think that, okay, what I said is wrong, correct, and I got rejected because of a visa or a work permit thing. But that might not be the reason. Our communication skill might be an issue, the way we presented might be an issue, our technical skills might not be enough. So we have to understand it, attend mock interviews, we have to understand it, and then we have to fix it. That is the most important thing. This is something which I tell in all my training sessions. Fix it, fix the mistake what you are seeing. If not, you are keeping on, you are doing the same mistake again and again and expecting a different result. So please don't do it. Do a retro of yourself and then fix it. Okay, thank you, Shivam. Let's move on to Aniket.
Hey everyone. So I am Aniket Mahindrakar. I am a research student at University of Victoria, which is very close to Vancouver. Um, I Fun fact about me: I am a trained Hindustani vocalist. So much so that I am currently performing research in uh, AI in the music domain. So I wanted to combine both the fields. Both my passions together. So I came to Canada in search to do that.
Awesome, awesome, Aniket.
Yeah.
That's great. Great to know. Like, okay, talented musician is here. It's good to know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aniket. So let's move to Bharati Bajaj.
Hi, Sudhir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Hi, Sudhir, and good evening, everybody. Firstly, Sudhir, thank you for hosting this session. This is Bharti, and I've recently migrated to Toronto. I have 12 years of work experience in banking and consulting domain. Uh, in my last role, I was with Bank of America as a functional manager for 7 years in commercial banking. So why am I attending this session? Once Agile and Scrum is very new to me, and I'm looking forward to getting certified in this domain. Also, a fun fact about me would be I love traveling. I've been to about 15 countries, and I love creating itineraries in my free time. Apart from that, I also enjoy scuba diving. And I strongly believe, like Sudhir said, your network defines your net worth. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you all and learn and grow here. Thank you, Sudhir, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Bharti. Thank you. So yes, unlike in US, here the network plays a major role in your career growth. It's not only the job search; it's all about how you want to build your career. Because if you don't know something, you have to know 10 people who knows that. So that is something which I usually recommend people to connect with people from various industries, and not only connect, build those connections into professional network, and then you have to have that professional network continuous for years. That's how we are able to successful in Canada. Thank you, Bharati. So let's move on to Vivek.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to introduce ourselves. My name is Vivek, and back in India, I was working in Infosys as a senior system engineer, mainly on data projects focusing ETL. Further, I pursued post graduation in project management from Humber College and had the opportunity to be a part of the leadership club where we hosted the industry events. Further, I pursued big data solution architecture from Conestoga College. And currently, I'm in work permit, and my full time job is to find a full time job. So my fun fact would be that it's a little weird, but right from my childhood, I used to visualize myself with a cricket bat or a ball and just be physically out in front of my home. Neighbors accepted it since I was a kid, but 2 months back after my graduation, when I went back to India, I'm 27, and when I still did it due to nostalgia, everyone was laughing at it. So that's when I understood it's turned out from a boy to a man, and had to find out a full-time job as well, which I'm really looking forward to. And thanks for giving us an opportunity to connect with everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivek. Okay, let's move on to Tapas.
Hey, hi Sudhir. Hi everyone. Hope I'm
Hello.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sudhir, thank you very much for organizing this event. The evening is going good till now. I mean, we are hearing so many new people and new fun facts as well. To introduce myself, my full name is Tapas Ranjan Mishra. I have total 13 years of IT experience, out of which 6 years into a Scrum Master now. Basically, I have started my journey as a developer, then into business analyst role, then into Scrum Master role. My last organization was Siemens back in India. Uh, I I I moved here last July, and I'm looking for a job here. Uh, it's been almost 8 months I'm looking, but probably been not be able to get the success yet. But we have to keep trying. Um, I have worked, in different countries, in US, in Europe, and this is, I think, the last country I'm into. I'm a certified Scrum Master. I am a Safe Six certified Product Owner, Product Manager, and also I have few certifications in Salesforce as well. Yeah, fun fact about me is probably the last 3 years that I have, the amount of study that I have done, probably I have not done in my whole career. So
That is not a fun fact with you, man. That is a fun fact with everyone in the IT industry, I believe.
yeah, probably I would have started early, but probably I started a little late catching up. Yeah, but yeah, so that's what the whole journey. Last 6 7 months, it's been a struggle till now. I'm still trying to get into something here. I learned in a hard way that networking is the only probably solution here, because I applied more than maybe 200 jobs by now in LinkedIn, Indeed, and other job portals as well. But till now, I mean, getting a call itself is a very challenging thing here. So probably all the suggestions are open. Like if anyone have any other suggestion, also will take it as well.
Check our YouTube channel. We
Yeah,
have had multiple sessions on how to boost your job search in Canada. Okay, how to fix
yeah,
your mistake, how to connect with people, how to increase your chances of getting a job, how to get a call, how your resume should be, how your resume not. All these things we had discussed. We have had these sessions and recordings, and most of the things you can actually see it in our YouTube channel.
yeah,
And yes, it takes some time. So as I usually tell people, getting the first job in Canada, it is one of the toughest thing compared to all the other things. Yeah, after that, yes, getting the first house comes later.
yeah.
But yeah,
True.
getting your first job in Canada is the first and the the toughest one initially. But then
Yeah,
you will get used to it.
yeah.
Getting
True.
your first house, getting the mortgages, all these things are challenges. It's a journey of challenge. But yes, just stick on there. Canada has never put anyone let anyone down, so I
Yeah.
think you should be good.
Let's hope for the best.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tabas.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Bhakti.
Hi, Sudhir. Am I audible?
Yes, please
Yeah,
go ahead.
thank you very much for hosting this, first of all, and I would like to thank you and Sajid both because I got my first job via this WhatsApp group. So I'm really thankful to be part of it, and I really appreciate the efforts you guys are putting in to get all of us helped in one or the other way. And I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Bhakti Solanki. I have around 7 years of experience working in IT, and I recently migrated to Canada like last year, and I'm working as business analyst for one of the logistics company. I really love the culture here, and what I love more about Canada is that we get to know a lot of people from different cultures, backgrounds, not just about professional, but also in terms of how you see the diversity among people and the way of thinking or the way of looking things at life is. So I really like to connect to people here. And fun fact about me is when I really was looking out for a job, like I was when I migrated to Canada, I had 2 or 3 months for myself where I had to prepare myself for interviews and everything. And in meanwhile, I also started painting like it was my childhood hobby. But then eventually it helped me to focus more on my problem and getting my solutions to be optimized. So that is something that I am now pursuing, to get my real life problems also getting solved in a particular way. And I also have learned little bit of Reiki, which is helping me to gain more focus to get my solutions done in a right way. And I would like to connect and learn from all of you to improve myself and contribute to all of my friends who need any help on here. So yeah, thank you so much, and all the best to everyone in there.
Thank you, Bhakti. Thanks a lot for the intro. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Sonakshi.
Hi everyone, am I audible?
Yes.
Hi, I've been in Canada for around 2.5 years now. I came as a student. I did project management at Humber and business analytics at Seneca. I have around 2 years, 1.5, 2 years of experience as project coordinator here. And I've been searching for a job since 4 months now, and just going with the flow. Hopefully, I'll get something soon. And thank you, Sudhir, and thank you everyone for this opportunity. I feel it's a great way to connect with everyone. This is my first time here, but this is a really good platform for making connections.
Absolutely. Once your intro is over, you can just watch out how many people are going to connect with you.
Yes,
That's how LinkedIn
absolutely.
works,
Yeah, so
right?
many people are
You
connecting even now, so that's really good.
absolutely. So that's the difference between being a speaker and being an audience. you see the number of connections which is coming in will drastically increase. The same thing if you are posting in LinkedIn and if you are reading in LinkedIn, these are the two different things. If you are just scrolling down and just reading the post in LinkedIn, nobody is going to see you, nobody is going to understand that okay, this person is alive or this person is actually in the market, nothing. But the moment you start posting it in LinkedIn, things will change. That is when people will start noticing you, and people will understand that okay, there is a project coordinator, or there is a BA, there is a scrum master. So that makes a huge difference, posting in LinkedIn versus just scrolling through the LinkedIn post and clicking on likes. Nobody wants that. So try to be an active contributor in LinkedIn if you want to build your connections in LinkedIn. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll work on that. Thank you.
But did you tell the fun fact?
Oh, yes. The fun fact is that I like to write poetry. I lost touch for a while and then I'm trying to get back into it.
Awesome, awesome, Sonakshi. That's great. Lot of
Thank you.
talented people in our community. Great.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so here we have Vinod. Hey, Vinod.
Hi, Sudhir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
But
Sudhir.
before you start, I am going to tell fun fact about Vinod. Okay, yeah, go ahead, Vinod.
Okay, you can tell the fun fact, then I can start.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so I'll tell the fun fact about Vinod. So one day Vinod called me and he said that he's going for a bike ride. Bike means bicycle ride. Am I joining? I said, yeah, I'll join. Then I asked him, where is he going? He said he is going from GTA till Niagara Falls. I said, what? So he drove bicycle from GTA. He resides in this GTA, and he drove bicycle till Niagara Falls and came back in the bicycle. So the moment I heard his plan, I said, "Oh no, I am not coming. I can come in car if you want." That is his fun fact. He's a great bicycle rider. He drives 100 kilometers and still he's okay to drive it back. Okay, Vinod. Now go ahead.
Thank you, sir, Sudhir, for that nice intro. 215 kilometers is the maximum I have ride so far in a single stretch. Of course, there is breaks. That is a span over eight plus hours of bicycle riding without in like excluding the breaks. Okay, I'm in the IT profession over 25 plus years of in IT. I'm a program project manager currently working with CN Rail, and I'm also doing my doctoral research in machine learning and artificial intelligence. The I have set up Agile project management office from scratch. Like did the transition from traditional waterfall to Agile. So walk through organization. Another 4 day of mine is the digital transformation, like moving existing systems to a newer cutting edge technology, which includes AI as well. Uh, on my as a part time, what I do part time in the sense like out of my enthusiasm, what I do is review resumes and do career guidance, and how to make your LinkedIn profile better. That is one thing I do out of my curiosity and enthusiasm, which gives me get connected to more people and get to know about more people what they are doing. Uh, Other than that, I did a couple of I do mentoring in AI and machine learning. Those who are interested in getting into machine learning and AI, they can reach out to me as well. So that's in brief about me. Thanks for inviting me into.
Thank you, Vinod. Yeah, Vinod went on mute. Yeah, so thanks, Vinod. So Vinod is a great mentor. So Vinod have been helping a lot of folks. So in case anybody needs some help, you can feel free to reach out to Vinod. Yeah, Vinod, please.
Thank you, Sudhir.
Thank you. Thanks, Vinod. Okay, so let's move on to Saurav.
Hey, hi Sudhir. Nice to see all of you here again. I attended the previous meetup as well. So, hello everybody. This is Saurabh. I'm a software professional, and I have
17 years of work experience. Came to Canada as a student. I have done two courses. First one being the postgraduate diploma in business from York, and the second one in the graduate diploma in AI and ML from Durham College. Now a PR and working with City. So it's been a good journey so far, and I'm here to know more about Agile. So I have practiced Agile for almost 15 years. Now trying my heads into anti-Agile. I'm not sure whether how many people have heard. Things are picking up on that front as well. So you would as well go and research that. I'm pretty sure Canada would catch up shortly. And a fun fact about me. So yes, I was I gave up my IT job when I had 5 years of work experience, and I thought of doing something for the community. As part of that, I was in a very small village called Jawhar. It's a tribal village, and I lived there for a year and did 2 to 3 really good like sustainable income generation projects for the tribal people. Nice to meet everyone. Please connect with me if you need any advice about cracking it into agile, being a good scrum master, etc. Right now, just another note: I'm not practicing agile. I'm an independent contributor, so that's one thing. But still, no agile. Been there, done that. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you. That's great of you for contributing back to the community. It's great.
So there, I would like to add one more thing what about Saurabh said about anti-agile. Is it okay?
Oh yeah, please.
So many of the major companies like Agile is a perfect tool for IT software development and all. But when it comes to traditional manufacturing and railroad transport, for example, CN Rail or any other traditional railroad transportation or logistics company, Agile has introduced them a lot of challenges because they have a lot of other departments which is running strict waterfall, and there are avenues where agile implementation is not followed. So when you have to merge with two paths, like one is your software development is working in purely agile, and your other business verticals are following waterfall. So you have to do a mixed uh, a case of, like, I wouldn't say a hybrid agile, but you have to do some waterfall and some agile. But in certain cases, you have to come out of that agile mindset and strictly follow the waterfall method. That is one thing I would like to add what Saurabh said.
Just another thing to add: people can search for something called as linear. That's the new tool which follows the anti-agile manifesto. And I have seen one thing. So Canada takes a decade to cope up with technology. So something agile was being practiced actively in India, and now Canadian companies have woken up to agile. And it would still take a decade, of course, to hopefully not, but yeah, it will take a decade to embrace anti-agile, I believe. But it's good to know, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Vinod, for sharing these things. Yeah, we'll have to start searching, doing some research on those fronts also, and we can discuss it in our closed agile community. Thank you. So let's move on to Gurnam Singh.
Hello, Sudhir. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. So, I've been working, I have got great experience working for Dell as a project manager for over 9 years, and recently moved to Canada as a student and looking for new opportunities over here. I'm open to network. Please connect me up if there's anything. And the fun fact about me is that I can speak very fluently one South Indian language. Connect with me to find out which one it is. Just by going through my profile, you would not be able to understand which language is that. Thank you.
That's going to be awesome, man. Thank you, Gurnam Singh. So
Yeah.
next, let's move on to Mrunmai. Did I pronounce it correct?
Yeah. Hi, Sudhir. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me.
Yeah. The pronunciation is correct. My name is Mrunmai, and thank you so much, Sudhir, for this great initiative. So about me, I have around 9 years of experience back in India, but I moved to Canada during my maternity break. So after moving here, I decided to extend my break for a little bit to be with my child for her younger age, and now she's ready to go to school. So I'm thinking to start my career again. So now I have started to look for the new opportunities. Initially, my career was in testing, and in the later years, I moved to Scrum and Agile, and I have Scrum Master certifications and Safe Agile certifications. So currently, I'm looking the job opportunities in that particular area. And the fun fact about me is I have a great amount of affection for activities and lifestyle choices that involve social or environmental impact. So during my IT career, I was with Infosys for my whole career for 9 years in Pune. So I worked for corporate social responsibility programs there also for a longer time. Also now also I try to indulge myself and get involved in those kind of activities. And also I have heard that there are many cooking enthusiasts in this group. So I would love to mention that I'm a food blogger. So if you guys are interested, then you can visit my food blog on Instagram. Also, I'm a dancer, and now as I have started looking for the opportunities, I can see that there is a tough competition and a long way to go ahead. So it's a really great platform, Sudhir, you have provided to us to get connected with people, to know more about the market or the agile community. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and it's great to hear for all about you. And I would look forward to connect with all of you, and I'm looking forward to the career opportunities. Let's see how it goes.
No
Thank you
worries,
so much.
Mrunmai. Thank you. Lot of Scrum Masters are available to help. A lot of Agile enthusiasts are there to help. So
Yes.
yeah, I think it should not be a big issue. Welcome back to the industry.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's move on to Kanya.
Hello, Sudhir. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you so much, Sudhir, for organizing this kind of meetup and where we can speak about, and understanding how the job market works in Canada. So I am a newcomer in Canada. I am staying in Calgary right now. It's been 3 months, 3+ months. I am, looking for job. Coming to Before coming to Canada, I was staying in Johannesburg, South Africa. I worked there for 6 years, and I was there for around 8 years. So yeah, let me introduce myself. I am Kanya. I am a software IT professional, a daughter, a wife, and a mother of a lovely child. I have experience working as a quality assurance engineer for almost 13 years with some automation experience. Yeah, so I'm very passionate about my work, finding out bugs and defects in your work for which you are paid for. It's really good. And you feel that ownership, the company give you the responsibility to test, to verify a product or a software, so that clients or your customers should not have any complaints, and which also raises the flag high of your company. Yeah, so I love being a quality analyst, and in Canada, it's quite tough, I must say. I was not aware that networking has a very important part to play. Your technical knowledge has 50% to play, and 50% is building meaningful relationship, build meaningful connections. So it's been very recently I have come to know about the importance of resume and targeted resume. I have attended a workshop organized by government of Alberta, so where we were trained to, how your resume should be 2 pages. Mine was five. So I've reduced it to 2 pages. How, based on each job description, your resume should be targeted. What's the importance of, the keywords to play in your resume? Because sometime 8 years pass has to be done with your resume. So I'm slowly exploring this job market, trying to understand what are the do's and don'ts. Yeah, sometimes it is bit depressing. Sometimes I question my experience, my knowledge, but I know that even if it is bit challenging, but I will get there. I am taking my baby steps to do what I am supposed to do, and hopefully I'll land my dream job here in Canada. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, Kanya. There is no doubt about it. So this is actually this is something which almost 60 to 70% of the people who come to Canada as a fresher, they go through the same phase. A lot of people are lucky; they get a internal or intra-company transfer. They come here, then they get the PR. So they might not go through these phase. But a lot of people who comes in work permit or the PR first time, they go through this initial phase because this is a complete cultural change for them to get adjusted to how the Canadian job market works. A lot of people doesn't understand that, and even when I started doing this research back in 2019, I was also surprised. That is when I started writing these blogs, and people started following these blogs. They started getting ideas about what are the mistakes they are making, how to fix these mistakes. Because the lot of people, what they try to do is, I have a skill set, I need a job. They fail to understand that what is required in the market, because you have to fine tune your skill set to what is required in the market. Just like Sora said, if the agile is not going to work after 5 years, and 5 years after 5 years I am still a scrum master, then
Hmm.
I'm out of the market, right? So
True.
same thing, manual QA, a lot of people says that okay, manual QA is going to die. I don't know, but manual QA, the number of applicants are very high. So whoever is very good with automation QA, they get the job. So you have to understand what is required in the market, not with what you have. If you just know Jira, write a user story, you are not going to become a BA, because that can be learned by anyone. But if you learn the domain, yes, you will be the best BA which is available in the market, right? So that is where the skill gap assessment needs to be done. So during our training, during our mentoring session, we all focus on explaining how to bridge the skill gap. Attend mock interviews, you that will give you a clear picture of where you stand in an interviews. Do not wait until a real interview to test your interview skills. Do some mock interviews which will actually help you understand where or what needs to be improved. It's the same thing with the resume. Get your resume reviewed. Get your resume reviewed, and instead of applying for 1,000 jobs and not getting a call, it means that there is something wrong with your resume. So you have to have your resume reviewed. Your skill set, you have to have the latest skill set in the market. If a QA comes and say that I worked in Mercury ALM or Mercury Quality Center, it's 10 years back or 15 years back that that thing have gone. So that might not be the right way or approach we have to take in this current market. We have to understand what is the current skill set which is required in the market. We have to upgrade our skills there, do the skill gap assessment, fine tune your resume, build your network. And connection doesn't mean just bust a stranger. The moment he accepts a LinkedIn invite, send your resume and say that find out a job for me. No, please do not do it. Everyone, whoever is listening, the moment a stranger accepts a connection in LinkedIn, sending the resume and asking for a job is one of the worst ways to search for the job, because the stranger doesn't get anything by searching a job for you, right? Do not, please do not do it. I get that daily 5 to 10. They just send the resume and say that do you have any opportunities for me. They don't even take a look into my LinkedIn to see who am I, and they simply keep on sending the resume. And if I say yes, I'll take a look, they're happy. But that is not the way we have to start a job search. And connections or your professional network doesn't mean that just getting connected in LinkedIn. No, you have to have that rapport with these people. So for example, myself and Sajid, we met in an audio event, and we have met face to face only 2 or 3 times in the past 3 years or 4 years, but we were present in all the audio meetups which has happened since 2020, and I believe it is more than 100. That is how we build our professional relationship. And right now I have the freedom to call Sajid even at 10 o'clock in the night and ask, hey Sajid, do you have this thing? So yes, that is how your relationship you build over a period of time. It is not a 10-day thing. It is over a period of years. You are building a mentor, you are building a mentor mentee relationship, you are building a professional network. So this takes time, uh, but yes, there are certain steps you have to follow to boost your job search in Canada. Yes, and we have explained it how the Canadian market, IT market works. Sajid, in case you want to add something.
Now, just a quick thing is when Kanya said, and the earlier lady who said regarding a gap in your career. Right now, most people who come here, the moment it reaches 3 months, 6 months, they feel that that gap is going to hinder your job search. The gap is not going to hinder your job search, be it 6 months, 1 year, or 2 year. What you did during those period, right? Whether you had a different job, did you upskill, were you doing a course, were you doing projects on your own? That is the most important thing. Like Sudhi said, are you relevant to the job market, whether it is 3 months or 2 years or 3 years? Are you staying relevant to the role that you are applying for? That is more important than the gap. The biggest example that I've always said is a lady who took a maternity leave for the first interview that she attended, when she attended a project manager role, but she was not skilled in project management at all. So she when the interviewer asked how what project management skills you have, she said that you don't know how difficult it is to manage a very difficult boss and two team members who don't know the language also, because her kids, the youngest kid did not understand what she said, and the she did not understand what the kid was saying, right? So she presented in a way that she has gained a lot of skills by just being a mom, right? So those are things that you can, how you present one. And always that thing that, okay, it's 3 months, I'm not having a job, that is not important. In the 3 months, did you find an alternative part-time job? Were you gaining communication skills? Were you upscaling your network? Were you understanding the Canadian business environment? Those are things that will definitely add value to your profile. Just my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Sajid. Yes, I am also started going to different events for networking. I am also upskilling myself with some Udemy courses, and yeah, I think this is something I am doing. But I think I should also do some demo projects on myself. I mean, by my own, and put it in a GitHub. If required, I can showcase in any job interview. I think that will make sense, I think. Yeah.
I
Oh
interviewed an
yes.
intern last week. Most of the interns, they don't have anything to showcase. Now, this the second sentence, what this while he was introducing himself is, "Hey, I built a cool website that is to help interns search for a job." He is using AI and ML. He's just an intern, right? He's doing his second year. And
Wow.
before even I say yes, he said, "Can I show you my website?" And then he ran through that complete process of what his thought process of what, how did he use ML to help interns in their job search for internship, right? And he walked me through the complete project. So what normally I had chance for a half an hour to ask questions, he took me through the complete journey of why he built that particular AI ML project, right? So that is how you impress hiring managers.
Yeah. Thank you for the
Absolutely.
suggestion. I'll take a note of it. I'm taking note of this. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, just watch our YouTube videos, because we had numerous podcasts in the past, and most of it is recorded. We have explained how the Canadian IT market works, how the end-to-end hiring process work, what does hiring manager look for in the resume. All these sessions we had last week. We have recorded those sessions, and you can find it in our YouTube channel. Okay, so I think we can wind up for the day. It is all 4 minutes past our closure time. So yeah, so whoever missed the initial part, this is a part of the Canada IT Club meetup. It's a online community for IT professionals to build your professional network, to expand your professional network, and to share information. We have had numerous sessions where we are inviting recruiters, hiring managers, tech experts, and everything in these audio sessions. And this has helped, as a community, has helped a lot of people to get connect with each other. And also we try to help job seekers get into the jobs by giving the tips and tricks which we know, which we learn from our experience. And we have a WhatsApp group where we try to share these jobs. And there is a LinkedIn page, it's called Get Hired in Canada. This is actually for sharing all the jobs which is getting posted in LinkedIn. We try to reshare those repost it in LinkedIn, so that that will be one book of record for everyone to take a look. And we have weekly sessions where we invite folks from different areas, and uh, either share information or meetups like this where we can connect with each other. So maybe next week it might be a QA or a BA meetup. But in case you need some help or assistance, feel free to buzz myself and Sajid, and of course Vinod is there. Vinod also helps a lot of people in mentoring. And you can visit our profile, and you can reach out to us. That is how we try to give it back to the community. We share a lot of information. You can go through the blog post, important things and all, and important links which we share. And yeah, that's all. And I think that's it. Whoever is raising the hand, unfortunately we are on time, so maybe next time you can introduce yourself. um, that's it. So until we see, or until we meet for the next session, have a good night everyone, and good luck with your job search and your career, professional career. And talk to you. Okay, thank you, have a good night.